Veterans Memorial High School for the matchup between the Lady Chargers of Brownsville Veterans and the Lady Vikings of Pace. Good matchup here between the two teams out of the Brownsville School District. I appreciate everyone that's tuning into our broadcast, and we are getting set for the introduction of the two teams here tonight at the gym. Limited crowd on hand. Most of them are right below us. As you can see across the way, everything is taped off and marked off. Limited crowds, as has been the case throughout the basketball or volleyball season and football season. Volleyball action here tonight. We've got basketball action also on Rio Sports Live, and we have football just around the corner. I'll tell you about some of that and more as the pregame show continues. Again, volleyball tonight. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back with more after this.
Began. Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, as you see the Lady Vikings on the right side of the screen as we're looking at our vantage point here at the gym. They'll make their way out on the floor against this Lady Charger team from Brownsville Veterans. Again, football action. Yes, we've got playoff teams that are ready to roll beginning Thursday night. And we did get the green light from Fox Sports to be able to apply for rights this season for video rights. It does cost us $1,000 per game, but right now we've had some success in raising some funds, and right now we do have some playoff football that we can announce will be coming your way on Rio Sports Live. I do want to put a disclaimer out there right away as we enter football playoffs that everything will rotate towards our website. So if you're watching any on our social media, UIL and Fox Sports have mandated that no broadcasts other than on our website will be allowed. And therefore, they charge us a fee, and then they tell us that we have to put it directly on our website. So we'll be constructing a page over the next 24 hours, and that's where all of our live video will take place in the future. So those that are accustomed to watching us on social media, take note. Now that's going to change. It's not going to change what we're going to do. We're going to continue to broadcast games, but it is going to change in a big way on how you'll be able to access and watch our games. Just adapting to the rules. First serve is underway. Pace Lady Vikings play some defense. A set for the Chargers. No hit out of that. And so the Lady Vikings will set it up again. Punch it over. Lady Chargers will center set, tip it past the blockers. Played there that time by the Vikings. We've seen this team play, and they can play defense with the best of them. Chargers on the attack. Big swing. Down it goes on a kill by Gladys Espinoza. The first real big hit of the night. And Espinoza was able to put that away. Watch on your replay on the right side of your screen. First just a tip. But then the final set here for Espinoza. And blast that one down for the point. Tie ball game as Pace is able to score. We're tied at 1 apiece in game 1. Best of 5 series. Each game in the first 4 to 25, win by 2 all the way across the board. If we get to game 5, that's to 15, win by 2. And we may indeed be up for a 5-game set here tonight between these two teams, which are well matched when playing. Nice defense that time by the libero on the back row. That's Jex Perez for the Lady Vikings. She makes another diving play. Back set off the net, spike across. Right back there to play it, the Lady Chargers will set it up in the middle. At least Fort can't get the hit to put it away, and the Vikings score. And Pace goes on top at 2-1. Back to serve. Brianna Narvez. Narvez with a line drive serve to the back row. Good pass right on the money. A set again by Fort. Put it down and in. 2-2 game.
We are this close. We're this close.
Say that real quick on the replay. All starts with the pass, the set, and then Fort reaching back puts that away. 2-2 ball game. Pace now on the return to serve. Up near the net, too far on the pass. Points scored by the Lady Chargers. And they go up 3-2 here in this first game. Jump serve across, line drive, that's an ace. Lady Chargers go up 4-2. Another jump serve, it's in deep of the back row. Pace will manage to keep it in play. Chargers go on the attack, set up for it again. That's off the block. Played by the Lady Vikings. Set it up left side, down it goes. Well played, nice time by the Chargers. Set it across the net, spike off the block again. Pace right now challenging everything at the net. Big swing, down it goes. Point scored on a kill by Dylan Lozano Lamelli. Four-3 ball game. Pace, Lady Vikings to serve it up. Short serve this time, played by the Chargers. Quick set on a back set. Right side, nothing doing in the net. We're tied at 4 apiece. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera tonight, training AJ, who will be operating a camera for Rio Sports Live in games after tonight on a regular basis. Left side hit that time by Valeria Sumaya. Ball back over on the Chargers side. Set up Sumaya again, this time off the net. Got it over on the Pace side. Chargers trying to set it again. This time Sumaya gets a better look with a left hand. Punches it in the net, called against Pace. And the Lady Chargers of Brownsville Veterans will score the point. 5-4 game. Fort rotates back to serve. For Brownsville Veterans, a short serve. Lady Vikings set it up at the net. Maddie Curry now, but in the net call. The point scored to the Chargers. They're back up by 2 at 6-4. Fort to serve again. Good return again by the Pace Vikings. Chargers going on the attack, a back set, right side, and the net it goes. Setting up Alondra Ortiz. Just couldn't get enough on that to finish it off. 6-5 game, Lady Vikings back to serve as Anna Cano strolls back to the service line. Cano puts it across, a short serve, played by the Lady Chargers. Punched over on the second hit. Pace is able to play that. Off the back row attack, played back on the Pace side. Back set right side, spiked. Good defense again. That back row is right on the money for the Lady Chargers. That's off the block and a point scores off a hit by Samaya. The Lady Chargers are up by a couple at 7-5 here in game 1. Substitutions will check into the game. Kimberly Lopez checks in on the front row for the Lady Chargers. And Yella Rebecca Rodriguez back to serve. Second hit in the net by the Pace Lady Vikings, and the Chargers have extended to a 3-point lead. Biggest lead of the game on the night thus far. Next serve coming up for Rodriguez. High arcing serve this time. Pace with a good pass, set it up in the middle. Back row plays that. Free ball to work with for Pace. Good pass, a high set across the net. In the net it goes. Point scored by the Chargers. They're up 4. Brianna Narvez would like to have that back. Normally she's going to put that down with some power behind it. Short serve this time. Narvez on the pass. Free ball to work with for the Lady Chargers of Brownsville veterans. Across the net, off the net this time. Samaya, that's going to be a point for the Vikings. Pace earns the serve back. Down 3 at 9-6. Deeper serve played by the Chargers of Brownsville veterans. A back set right side on the angle. That is in on the back side. Check that on the replay and watch the angle on this hit by Samaya coming up off the return of serve. Samaya coming in on that back side. Yes, that's definitely in on that line. That's an ace served up. 5-point lead now for Brownsville veterans here in game 1. Valeria Samaya ready to serve again. Jump serve, knuckles over, return by Pace. Chargers go on the attack. That's a block by the Lady Vikings on a hit attempt by Espinoza. Pace back to within 4 at 11-7. Share the link if you're watching on our social media. Help fans know these games are going on. Like and follow our page on YouTube. There's an ace served up by Pace. 3-point game at 11-8. Another deep serve this time to the back corner played by the Chargers. Free ball to work with for Pace. High set middle, spike down, a kill by Pace. They're back to within 2. 11-9 game, plenty of firepower on both of these teams strolling across the net. I don't think anybody's going to run away from the other here in this match. Everything's going to be earned. Play through some balls that normally would go down after a big hit. Chargers set it up center, tip past the blockers. Played that time by Dylan Lozano-Lamelli. Spiked over, but it's a weaker hit. Ball now at the net, challenged there by the Lady Vikings, kept alive by the Chargers. Rally continues. This time a nice swing, and down the line it goes on a kill by Natalisha Torres. 11-10 your score. One-point ball game. Served by Jex Perez. That's near an ace. Punched over on the Pace side. They'll recover. And 2 hits will be called, though, and the Lady Chargers earn the point. That was just a reactionary hit. Trying to return that serve that drifted the ball on the Pace side, caught him off guard. Chargers serve it up. Their serves have been good tonight. Back set this time. A hit by Andy Lozano-Lamelli. Chargers right back at you, trying to get the kill. Second hit over. Chargers defensively are there to play it. Free ball to work with for the Lady Vikings again. Good pass, back set right side. That's in the net. Set really didn't give much of a chance for Dylan Lozano-Lamelli to get an approach. Served by Sarah Gomez, or Gomez that is, puts it over. Lady Chargers trying to set it up on the offensive end. That carries out of bounds. Pace back to within 2. The Lady Vikings staying right there with the Lady Chargers. Back to serve, Dylan Lozano-Lamelli. Deeper serve played by the Chargers, a high set. Played by the back row of the Vikings again. Leads to that hit, and that's down for the point. 1-point game. (13-12) your score. Lozano-Lamelli to serve. A short serve this time. Played by the Chargers. Quick set. Block back at you. Ball still alive. Set it across the net. Tipped down the sideline by Espinoza. Played by the Chargers. And a big hit again. And the Pace Vikings tie it on a kill by Natalisha Torres. All tied at 13 apiece. Dylan Lozano Lamelli to serve. Back set this time, punched over. Center set, spiked across. Good pick that time by the libero back there, which is Sarah Gomez. Pace, though, will score the point. Lady Vikings with a lead at 14-13. Substitutions will check into the game. Daniela Espinoza for the Lady Chargers to the front row. Lady Vikings will serve again as Dylan Lozano Lamelli puts it in play. Set for Fort, tips it past the blockers. Vikings able to play that. Chargers on the attack again. Quick set this time, down it goes. Alyssa Fort ties us up at 14 apiece. Elise Fort with another kill. Let's serve that time by Espinoza. Chargers get an attack here. Set up Ford again. Lets it go. It's out of bounds. Went for the sideline that time. On the angle to the right side and just out of bounds. 1 point game at 15-14. Lady Vikings will substitute in to serve. Checking in is Brianna Narvez back in the ball game. Narvez, right-handed server. Her team up 1. Arcs that back. The Lady Chargers set it up. Free ball to work with for Pace. I've said that a bunch here in game 1. Fort blocks it right back at you. Point scored. Game tied at 15 apiece. Back to serve is Gladys Espinoza. Line drive on the jump serve. Back set this time. Spike down the sideline. That carries out of bounds. And the Lady Chargers back up by 1. 16-15 your score. Jump serve across. Big play by the Lady Vikings to set up this hit. And down it goes. We're tied again at 16 apiece. Lady Vikings slugging it out here in game 1 with the Lady Chargers. Another point for the Chargers. They're up 17-16. Elise Fort back to serve again. For the Lady Chargers with a jump serve. Gets it over. On the pass up near the net. Second hit over by the setter. Chargers on the attack. In the net call, and we're tied at 17 apiece. Samaya again had to switch to the left hand on the approach. That set just had her carrying too close to the net. 17-17 your score. Lady Vikings of Pace will serve it up here in game 1. Line drive serve, the pass over the net, spiked at you. Good dig that time by Gomez. Hit across. Lady Vikings trying to set something up, nothing doing. Second hit to the back corner, right back there to cover that is Jex Perez, and that leads to the point. Defense scores the point that time as a libero makes a heads-up play. Lady Vikings up 1. Back to serve is Anacano. Line drive serve again. Free ball to work with for Pace. Back set this time, spiked over. Another free ball. Bad pass though. They'll just recover. Free ball for the Lady Chargers. See if they can flip the switch. Set it up. Back corner. Out of bounds. Pace goes up by 2 at 19-17. Lady Chargers will have to take a timeout at home. Lady Vikings on the road. Up 2. Back with more right after this.
Making history. This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Back here on Real Sports Live after the timeout. Lady Chargers trying to recover. Nice pancake that time by Gomez to keep this ball in play. Lady Vikings, though, consistently on the attack. Another dig by the Lady Chargers. They'll keep it alive, but playing a lot of defense right now. Can't mount anything on an offensive attack. Another hit by the Vikings. This time a better pass. Good set. Spiked across. And a point scored on a kill by Valeria Samaya. That was the first real hit on the rally the Chargers were able to come up with on that point. Serve over by Andrea Chapa. At the net, challenge won there by the Vikings. The ball still in play. Vikings go on the attack. Pass to Cano, sets it up. Swinging across this time is Ashley Gonzalez, and that carries out of bounds. All tied at 19 apiece. Timeout called by the Lady Vikings. They need to talk it over. Chargers responding with their timeout. They'll look to take the lead after this.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back here in Real Sports Live, and the Lady Chargers will serve it up as Andrea Chapa puts it into play. Back set this time, spiked across by the Lady Vikings, and they respond and score the point and take the lead at 20-19. Back and forth, we continue with this lead here in the first game of a 5-set set up in Brownsville at the home of the Chargers tonight. Line drive serve. Good play again by the Chargers just to keep it in play. Vikings looking to set something up, nothing doing. Chargers a good chance here to tie it up. Good pass, high set, Samaya. Can't put it away. Vikings get it back over. Another pass. This time they'll set it Samaya again and can't get it past the blockers. Points scored. Vikings maintain the lead. They go up 2 at 21-19. Ashley Gonzalez back to serve. Gonzalez, a right-handed server for the Vikings, gets it over. Second hit over, they'll cover that. Set it off the net, spiked across, dug by Gomez. Set again for Samaya, lets it go, played by the Vikings. Second hit over, Chargers right there to cover that too. Center set this time for Lane Carrington. Spike over, good play again by the Chargers. Set up Samaya again. And that's a point scored for Brownsville veterans. (21-20) your score. Rebecca Rodriguez back to serve for the Lady Chargers. Pace setting it off the net. Can't get it over. We're tied at 21 apiece. These serves are just some wicked serves coming at you from either team. That time, Samaya scored it up off the jump serve. She'll put it in play again. Just across the net. Perez is able to keep it in play. free ball to work with for the Lady Chargers. Center set, spike, block, back at you. Pace retakes the lead at 22-21. Game one continues. Jex Perez rotates back to serve. Deeper serve this time, played by the Chargers. Left side, another block by the Lady Vikings as they block Espinosa's hit. Vikings now trying to go on the attack. Back set this time from the back row. Chargers are there to play it. Spiked again. Chargers recover, keep it in play again. Vikings watch as it goes out of bounds. A lot of defense that time played by the Chargers. This Viking team is being real aggressive coming after these points. Jex Perez to serve again. Played by the Chargers, set it up, spiked it past the blockers this time, but it carries out of bounds just off the back row. That was close. Vikings now serving to win game one. Short serve carries out of bounds. That's a rare service error between these two teams here in this first game. Lady Chargers back to serve as Sarah Gomez is ready. Before that, timeout call. Pace Vikings up 24-22. Game one continues right after this.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Back here after the timeout. Lady Vikings can put this game away. Back set though, in the net it goes, and it's a 1-point game. Now the Lady Chargers have a chance to tie it up and extend it in this win by 2 setup. Pass right on the money this time. Vikings set it up for the win. Tip it over. Chargers able to play that. Can't get a hit out of it. They'll have to play defense. Vikings again. Set it up in the middle. Spiked. Punched in the air. Kept alive at the net. Tipped over. Vikings able to play it again. This is for the win again. Down it goes. Game one in the books. Vikings control it. Win it 25-23. Game two coming up from Brownsville Veterans High School. This is Real Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are ready for game two here between Brownsville Veterans Memorial and Brownsville Pace. Visitors, Pace securing game one with a 25-23 win. And they'll be returning serve as we start game 2 here tonight. Again, playoff football that we know we have funded right now. Lyford and their playoff game this week. Raymondville, LaFeria, all teams from the Rio Grande Valley heading up into the Coastal Bend to play. Miller against LaFeria. We'll get it underway with a broadcast on Rio Sports. There's an ace to start us off. It's a 1-0 game. Lady Chargers jump out to the lead. See how they respond here after dropping that first game. Sarah Gomez to serve again. In the net. 1-1 ball game. Like I said, service errors are rare between these two teams. All tied at 1 apiece. Back to serve is Dylan Lozano Lamelli. That's in the net. 2-1. I'm going to say it now. We won't see 5 of those for the rest of this game. We already have 2 back-to-back service errors. Angelica Gonzalez back there to serve. Just across the net on the return. Check out, that's Espinoza serving. Back row attack that time by Gomez. Pace will set it up on the left side off the block. Played by the Lady Chargers. Rally continues. Vikings go on the attack again, looking to tie it up. Center set, blocked, back at you. Points scored for the Chargers. They go up 3-1. Elise Fort back at the front row. – 3-1 ball game. Back set on the right side. Across it goes for the Lady Vikings. 3-2 game. Pace to serve again. In to serve now, Brianna Narvez. And she'll serve up an ace. 3-3 game. Yeah, nobody ran away from the other in game 1. You wouldn't expect it here in game 2 either. And every point is going to have to be earned. That's why you have to eliminate those service errors. Fort reaches back, gets it blocked. Pace regains the lead at 4-3. The Vikings front row, they'll bring blockers, and then they've got good defensive coverage behind that, which is always the key. Another service error. We're tied at 4 apiece. Sometimes you get caught up wanting to do too much at the service line. May be the case now. Subbing in is Cassandra Garcia for Brownsville veterans. Garcia will serve. Lady Vikings set it up. Back set. Off the block. Score the point for Pace. They regain the lead at 5-4. Ashley Gonzalez off the kill. Back to serve is Andy Lozano Lamelli. Gets it over on the Charger side. A center set off the block and a point scored. Fort ties us up at 5 apiece. Elise Fort now rotates back to serve. And she'll put that serve in play. Back set this time for the Lady Vikings. Double block at you, but it carries out of bounds. And Pace now on top at 6-5 as we just go back and forth with this 1-point lead tie game situation. And Akano back to serve. Akano, a right-handed server with a jump serve. Pass up near the net, they'll have to punch it over. Now a in-the-net call against the Pace Vikings. And so the Chargers tie it up at 6 apiece. In to serve is Rebecca Rodriguez. High arcing serve. Miscommunication by Pace. They'll get it over Chargers, though, looking for the lead. Back set, left-handed punch over by Samaya. Now a quick whistle in the net called on Pace, and the Chargers do indeed take the lead. Seven-6 game. Short serve over. Back set this time on the right side. Spiked up, played by the Chargers. Free ball to work with for Pace. Center set. In the net it goes. Point scored. Lady Chargers up 2. 8-6 ball game. Rebecca Rodriguez back to serve. Short serve played by the Lady Vikings. Nothing doing on the return of serve, and the Lady Chargers are up 3. 9-6. They led by as many as 5 in game 1. That was the biggest lead, but didn't last that long. They'll serve here. Lady Vikings. That's a huge kill. Dug, though, on the back row by the Lady Charger. Vikings back on the attack again. Tipped over the block this time. Chargers trying to set it up. Samaya can't get it across. Point scored by the Vikings. 9-7 game. Checking in as Natalisha Torres to the front row for the Pace Vikings. Strolling back to serve is Ashley Gonzalez. Deep serve, that's in the back corner for an ace. 9-8 ball game. Gonzalez finds the back corner. Gonzalez is ready to go with another. Shorter serve this time. That's near an ace again. Back row hit. Vikings on the attack in the middle. Front row. Score the point. We are tied at 9 apiece in game 2. A 3-point lead evaporated just like that. Gonzalez to serve again. Knuckleballs that one over. Played by the Chargers. Punched over by Samaya, who's now rotated to the right side. Ball in the net against Pace. Lady Chargers back up 1 at 10-9. Samaya now rotates back to serve, I believe. Now they'll sub her out as Andrea Chapa checks in. So Chapa will serve for Brownsville veterans. Pass up near the net. Vikings now on the attack. Free ball to work with for the Chargers. Second hit over, they'll cover that. Now they'll back set it. Blocked by the Chargers, point scored. Lady Chargers back up by 2 at 11-9. Andrea Chapa to serve again. Just across the net that time. Lady Vikings able to play it. Chargers on the attack. Center set. Just back across on the Chargers side. Good dig that time by Natalisha Torres. They'll try to set her up. Nothing doing on the hit. Lady Chargers. Across the net again. Off the double block. Score the point. Gladys Espinoza. 12-9. Back to a 3-point lead. Lady Vikings will talk it over. Chargers up 3. Trying to even the series at 1 apiece after this. Back here on Rio Sports Live, Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamripa Jr. on the camera tonight at Brownsville Veterans Memorial High School in Brownsville, Texas. After a timeout, Lady Vikings will have to respond down by 3. They'll return the serve and get it over, but the Chargers can now build on the lead. A back set this time. They had to hesitate on the hit. Lady Vikings will set it off the net. Good back row defensive play by the Chargers again, leading to another swing by Espinoza. Dug by Pace. Lady Vikings will have to watch again. This time a center set. Carrington Lane that time had to back off on the hit. And now the Pace Vikings will score on a well-placed hit by Dylan Lozano Lomelli. 2-point game. Jex Perez back to serve for the Lady Vikings. Good pass that time by the Chargers. Good dig by the Lady Vikings. Good plays going back and forth. That's punched up in the air and in the net call. Lady Vikings score the point. Back to a 1-point game. 12-11 your score. Perez to serve again. That's off the net. Another swing by Espinoza. Played by the Lady Vikings. Free ball to work with for the Lady Chargers. Second hit over. The Vikings are there to cover that. Another free ball to work with. Pass by Gomez. A quick center set. And looking for the back corner. That goes out of bounds. Lane had a little bit too much on that. And we are tied at a dozen. As Jex Perez is ready to serve again. Just over the net. Got the top spin. Scored the point. Lady Vikings up 1. (13-12) your score. There's some discussion there at the net. The ball hit the net with topspin. The Chargers are saying somebody was at the net to hit that. I don't think that was the case. I didn't hit it on the replay button. In this case, I should have. They'll award the point to Pace, and I think that's the right call just on the initial eye test. We'll be able to go back and watch it after the game's over. The Lady Vikings awarded that point. It looked like that was just a simple fact that the ball hit the net with topspin, and that carried it over. No question on that. That's a deep serve this time. Free ball for the Lady Vikings, who are up by 1. Center set. Tipped over the block, though. Covered by the Chargers. Free ball for Pace. And a miss hit on a pass. Ties the game at 13 apiece as that one carries in the net. Sarah Gomez to serve. Lady Chargers now looking to take the lead. Pass that time by the Lady Vikings. Spiked over by Lomelli. That's Andy Lozano Lomelli. Back at you. That's Espinoza over there on that far side. Punched over. Nice play that time by the Lady Chargers. Lady Vikings with a back set. And that won't carry. Point score for the Lady Chargers. 14-13. Very, very similar to game 1, which it was anyone's contest before the Lady Vikings secured the 2-point win at 25-23. Lady Chargers set off the net that time, and in the net it goes, and we're tied at 14. Dylan Lozano Lomelli to serve it up for the Pace Lady Vikings. A short serve. Quick set for Fort, lets it go. Good dig back there on the back row by the Lady Vikings. Lady Chargers again on the attack. Espinoza, that's covered. Big spike, right down it goes. On a kill by Fort. 15-14 your score. Watch on the replay on your right-hand side of your screen. Becomes a gift wrap pass for Fort. She just absolutely puts that one down. Back set this time. Good dig that time by the Lady Chargers, who are up by 1. Vikings set it up. And off the block, score the point on a hit by Natalisha Torres, and we are tied at 15. 15-15 your score. Brianna Narvez to serve. That carries out of bounds. Point scored by the Chargers. Brownsville veterans substituting in. Cassandra Garcia checks in to serve. Valeria Samaya sets up on the front row as she enters the game. Serve is a good one, played by the Vikings. Trying to tie it up. Back set. And they'll score the point on the kill. Tied at 16 apiece. Back to serve is Andy Lozano Lamelli. Shorter serve this time, played by the Chargers, and Fort again reaches back and puts a little extra on it, puts it away. Elise Fort with another kill. She'll rotate off the front row. She utilizes a jump serve. She can get something behind this too. Vikings on the return of serve. Set it off the net. A block. Punched in the air. And a point scored for the Veterans Memorial Lady Chargers. They're up 2. 18-16 your score. Fort will serve again. Elise Fort. Lady Vikings will get the kill and earn the serve back. 18-17 the score. Pace Lady Vikings, I said it earlier, they have shown that they have a response each and every time we see any type of big play made by the Lady Chargers. Vikings have answered. Jump serve across. Set it up off the net for Samaya. Ball up near the net, nothing doing. Point scored, Lady Chargers back up by 2. 19-17 your score. More substitutes off the bench. Angelica Gonzalez will check in on the front row for the Lady Vikings, or check that the Lady Chargers. Back to serve is Rebecca Rodriguez. Pace will set it on the back set, right side on a curl, and get the kill. 19-18, 1-point game. Ashley Gonzalez again on that front row. Substitute checks in for the Vikings as Natalisha Torres returns to the game to the front row. Deep serve, ball stays near the back row. They'll get a set out of this. Lady Vikings easily able to cover that. And they'll get a kill on a hit by Natalisha Torres, and we're tied. 19 apiece. Timeout on the floor. Lady Chargers were up a couple just a moment ago. Fighting for everything they can get here. Down 1-0, but this is anything but decided. Back after this.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Back here, Real Sports Live on a Tuesday night in Brownsville, Texas. We're at Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers Gymnasium. They got a big basketball game on Thursday night. They traveled to McCowan Memorial. Some of these volleyball players are also basketball players, so it'll be a salted down version of that game. If you put those teams on the court in mid-January, that's going to be one whale of a game. It'll still be a good game on Thursday. both teams do have volleyball players that won't be in the mix on Thursday night on the basketball court. Jump serve across. Lady Chargers are up by 1. Lady Vikings set it up. Chargers are able to play it. Free ball for the Lady Vikings, looking to tie it up, set it up, spike it over. Played. Nice job defensively by the Lady Chargers. Center set this time, and just over the block. Played again by the Lady Chargers. Defensively, they're right there. Spike from the back row. And nothing doing. Pace ties it up at 20 apiece. 20-20 your score. Pace will substitute in the game. Andy Lozano Lamelli checks in on the front row. Jex Perez will serve it. A high set off the net, spiked over by Gladys Espinoza. Down it goes. Lady Chargers back up by 1 at 21-20. Sarah Gomez to serve. Gomez, a right-handed server. Gets it over, played by the Vikings. Here's for the tie. Not quite yet. Chargers set up Gomez on the back row. Pace, pass it forward, set it up near the net. Chargers able to play it. Vikings with a better chance here to tie it now. Back set right side, spiked over. Dug nicely by the Charger defense again. Set up Espinoza, in it goes. Chargers up by 2 at 22-20. Timeout call by the Pace Lady Vikings. They won the first one. They don't want to let 2 get away from them, but they can. They're down by 2. Chargers talking it over, leading. Back after this. After the timeout call, we'll see how the Pace Lady Vikings respond. They have responded before off of timeouts. Lady Chargers serve it up, and away we go. Middle set, spiked over. Good dig back there by Andrea Chapa. Ball at the net. Points scored. Veterans Memorial up 3. Fort back on the front row now. Espinoza also on the front row for the Lady Chargers. Gomez serves. Lady Vikings set it up, spiked over by Lomelli, played. Here's a set for Gomez. Block back at you though. Point score for the Lady Vikings. 23-21. Dylan Lozano Lomelli to serve. Set fall, she can reset. Down by 2. Lady Charger with a good pass. Set up for it, lets it go. Down it goes, point scored. Lady Chargers within 1 of tying this series up at 1 apiece. Substitutes check in. Front row, Kimberly Lopez. Daniela Espinoza back to serve. Lady Chargers trying to close out game 2. Lady Vikings trying to extend it. Center set. Big swing. Down it goes. A kill by Lomelli. 24-22. Again, Lady Vikings have plenty of firepower that they can bring at the net. Ashley Gonzalez checks in on the front row. She'll join Andy Lozano Lomelli. Lady Chargers need a good return to serve out of here. Maybe could put this game away. Set up for it. Lets it go. Down it goes. Game over. Lady Chargers even it up at 1 apiece. 25-22. Game 3 coming up after this.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez injury attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez injury attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where...
Back here on Real Sports Live, let's get into game 3. Lady Vikings of pace, trying to look for the first point of the game, and they'll get it. Right down the line on a kill by Natalisha Torres. And that's how game 3 begins. Dylan Lozano Lomelli to serve again. Chargers of Brownsville veterans will set it up for Fort. Tips it over though. Set up for Pace. Try to catch him off guard. Nothing doing. Both these teams are quick enough defensively that it's a rarity to catch them off guard with a weaker hit. That one carries out of bounds. We're tied at 1 apiece. Those finesse balls are few and far between that fall with teams that have defensive players. There's an ace served up for the Lady Chargers. They go up 2-1. Daniela Espinoza to serve. Vikings on the return to serve. Back set right side. That's off the block. Played by the Chargers. We'll set up Espinoza. Lady Vikings set it on the right side. A good dig by Gomez. Espinoza again off the double block. Score the point. Lady Chargers go up 3-1. Daniela Espinoza serves. Back set for the Lady Vikings. Good pass by Gladys Espinoza. Set up Fort. Tips it over. Played by the Vikings. Good set. Off the block. Score the point. Natalisha Torres again. 3-2 game. Your score. Back set this time. Chargers hit it over. Score the point. On a kill by Kimberly Lopez. 4-2. Now a 5-2 game. Good play again as the Lady Vikings are down 3. They'll set it up right side and carry it out of bounds though. Now a 6-2 lead. And that, we hadn't seen that in the first 2 games in which somebody just outright ran away with the lead. In 4 points, you can make that up pretty quick in this sport which has momentum. Now make it 5. 7-2 lead. Lady Chargers up. They're coming off a Game 2 victory. Timeout called, and they'll be talking it over. They're now trying to take the lead in the series. Back after this.
Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Back here on Rio Sports Live after the timeout, Lady Vikings respond, and the Vikings are able to score the point. 7-3 your score. Now a 7-4 game. Spike across. It's blocked, but a point will be scored, awarded to the Vikings. The Vikings make it a 7-5 game. That's in the net. Service error opens back a 3-point lead as Elise Fort strolls back to serve for the Lady Chargers. In the net, service error right back to you. Six game. Serving is Rebecca Rodriguez for the Lady Chargers. High arcing serve this time. Pace normally can score off of something like this. They'll miss hit and out of bounds it goes. Lady Chargers back up by 4 at 10-6. Pass again by the Lady Vikings. Set it up right side. Played by the Chargers. Brownsville veterans, back row attack this time. Haven't seen many of those. That carries out of bounds. 10-7 game. Back to serve is Ashley Gonzalez. Back set this time, spiked off the block. Big swing that time by the Lady Vikings. Is covered again defensively. Here's a set for Samaya. Scores the point. Now what you have is the Lady Chargers of Brownsville veterans have taken this 4 or 5 point lead and maintain control of that. Now you can afford to go back and forth on scoring points. Got a little bit of a cushion to work with. Lady Vikings score the point there. Cut it back to 3. Now if your pace, you need to get off of this back and forth affair. Jess Perez back to serve. Now look to edge even closer. A deep serve. Pass by the Lady Chargers. Set up Espinoza, blocked by the Lady Vikings, and it's a 2-point game. 11-9 the score as Jex Perez is ready to serve again. This time the pass is off the net. Set up Gladys Espinoza, head over. Chargers on the attack again, back set, right side. Perez is there to dig that for the Lady Vikings. Free ball to work with for the Chargers. Center set, tipped over the blockers, easily covered that time by the Vikings. Set it up, spike across. Nice play by Sarah Gomez back there, the libero. Espinoza, look for the kill, not there yet. Another big swing, another good dig by the back row. Back row attack, and the net it goes. Point scored, Vikings. 1 point game. Cassandra Garcia just missed on getting that across the net. Jex Perez now serves to tie it up. In the net, a service error. Lady Chargers back up by a couple at 12-10. Sarah Gomez to serve. Right side set, spiked over. Up near the net, nothing doing. Lady Chargers score. Open up the door, allow the Vikings to score that point. 12-11 your score. Looking to tie it up are the Pace Lady Vikings. Chargers set up for it, couldn't get the approach. Vikings set it in the center to Lomelli. Instead it goes left side, that's in the net. Both teams with a missed opportunity to at least get a hit out of that. Free ball to work with for the Lady Chargers. Vikings now with a chance. Ford at the net. Might have went over the net, nothing doing on the call. The rally continues. Ford lets it go, off the block, scores the point. 14-11, let's see on the replay. She was dangerously close to being over the net there. Here there's no doubt. Putting it off the block. Vikings down by 3. Set that out of bounds. Back to a 4-point lead for the Chargers of Brownsville veterans. Next serve across. Vikings on the pass. Set by Lomelli and off the block. Score the point. Lady Chargers back up 5. Lady Vikings need to call another timeout. Game 3 continues after this.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, it's a 17-11 game now. Brownsville Veterans Chargers up by 6. It's off the block, though, and the Lady Vikings are able to score. Back to a 5-point game. Ariel Borencius now in to serve. Chargers on the attack, second hit over. Lady Vikings off the net, spike that over. Punch back over on the rally, spike over on the Chargers side. Center set this time, block back at you. Score the point, Lady Chargers. They're up 6. 18-12 your score. Aaliyah Calzada to serve. Lady Chargers on the attack. Good dig that time by Jex Perez to keep it alive. Chargers again with a good chance for the point. Fort reaches back, it's blocked. And in the net called on Fort. And the Vikings are able to score. Pace down 5. Andy Lozano Lamelli to serve. Quick set to Fort, tips it over, punch right back at you. Lady Chargers on the attack, set it up. Another spike attempt. Lady Chargers again go on the attack, trying to set up Fort. Lets it go, scores the point. 6-point lead. Fort on the kill. Elise Fort. Serves again. Vikings set up Maddie Curry now in the ball game. Ball back over on the Chargers side, center set. This time they tip it past the blockers and score the point. 20-13 the score. Elise Fort to serve again. In the net on the return of serve. Lady Chargers up by 8. Biggest lead for either team on the night in any game. Fort to serve again. That carries out of bounds. 9-point lead for the Lady Chargers. Substitute off the bench for the Lady Vikings as Luz Martinez checks in the game. Elise Fort to serve for the Lady Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. Back set this time. Punched up in the air, nothing doing. Point score for the Lady Vikings of Pace. We're down to 8. They need to make a serious run here. Get back into this one. Chargers set it up middle. Hit it off the block. What a play to keep that in play. And score the point for the Vikings. 22-15, and watch the replay on this one. This one looked for sure like it was going to score a point for the Chargers. Caught them off guard that it was returned. Pace gets the point. Good diving play to keep it alive by the Chargers. Vikings go on the attack here, down 7. Center set, spike, down it goes. Point scored. Luz Martinez on the kill. 22-16. Punch it over. Lady Vikings a good chance to score another point here. And they'll do so. Off the block, kill by Ashley Gonzalez. 22-17, 5-point game. Like I said, this is where you have to do it. You have to get a sustained rally with points scored. Anacano to serve. Better pass this time. Lady Chargers set it up, and good dig by the Lady Vikings. Sets up a quick attack. Block back at you. Rally continues. They let that go out of bounds. Points scored to the Chargers of Veterans Memorial. 23-17 into the game. Gracio Omega to serve for the Lady Chargers. Short serve. Lady Vikings on the attack. Back set, right side, spiked over. Quick set again. Reaching back is Samaya. Played by the Vikings. Chargers on the attack again. Samaya again off the block. Score the point. Lady Chargers up by 7. Chance to win game 3 and take a 2-1 lead in the series. Position themselves to win the night. Omega serves it. Vikings can't get it. That's an ace. Chargers win it 25-17. Game 3 belongs to the home side. Back with more after this.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are ready to roll in game 4 of this best of 5 series. Brownsville Veterans Lady Chargers now in control, up 2-1. Have positioned themselves to end it right here with a victory in this game. They'll serve to start it. Sarah Gomez puts it in play. Return a serve right back across and smashed down by Gladys Espinoza. Point one belongs to the Lady Chargers. 1-0 game as Gomez serves. Lady Chargers established the biggest lead of the night back in game 2, trying to carry that momentum forward. Lady Vikings trying to gain the serve right back. Will set it up. Hit over by Lomeli. Played. Vikings with a chance. They'll play that. That was probably going out. Free ball to work with for the Chargers. Set forward at the net. Perez is there to dig that. Quick set right side. That's off the block. Punch back over on the Vikings side. They'll attack again. Center set this time. Good play again by the Chargers to keep it alive. Ball back across, another big swing, and played again defensively by the Lady Chargers on this long rally. Vikings back on the attack, set it up again, carries out of bounds. Relentless defense that time by the Lady Chargers just to sustain that rally and then force the hitting error. Gomez will serve again. Vikings on the return of serve, set it up in the middle, and that's down in the back corner and in. 2-1 ball game here in game 4. Back to serve is Dylan Lozano Lomeli. Ball up near the net, spiked across. Nice dig that time defensively by the Lady Chargers to keep this one going. Center set again. Spike. They won't dig that. Down it goes by Lomeli. We're tied. 2-2 ball game. Again, the defense is there to play that. But Lomeli finally just enough of this. Able to put it away. 2-2 game. It's off the block, played by the Chargers. Free ball to work with for Pace. Lady Vikings, center set. Punched over. High set for Ford. Off the block, score the point. Lady Chargers back up 1. A 3-2 game. Serve again here. Line drive serve up near the net on the pass. They'll hit it over on the second one. Quick set for Ford. Dug by Jex Perez back there as a libero. That's off the blockers. Played again by the Chargers. Across the net to Gladys Espinoza. Played again by the Vikings. Set it up. Down the line it goes on a kill by Natalisa Torres. Tied at 3 apiece. Four-3 lead. Brownsville Veterans will serve it again. Gladys Espinoza gets it across. And a spike down by the Vikings ties it at 4 apiece. 4-4 ball game as Andy Lozano Lomeli back to serve for Pace. Quick set and Fort with a kill. No doubter. 5-4 your score. Games 1 and 2 were tightly contested, back and forth all the way to the end. Game 3, the Lady Chargers extended to as many as a 9-point lead at one time, cruising on to the victory. Early here in game 4, Miscommunication, and we're tied at 5 apiece. Lady Vikings to serve. Chargers with a good pass. Quick set. Good dig again by Perez back there. How about that dig by Gomez right back at you. Libero's going back and forth. Center set this time, spiked over. Rally continues. Who takes this one? Vikings set it up. Off the block, score the point. Lady Vikings, 6-5 game. Ton of defense played on that one. And then taking that hit off the defense for the point scored. That carries out of bounds on the serve. 6-6 game. Next serve across. Lady Vikings set it up in the middle, tip it over the blockers. Diving play that time by Valeria Samaya to keep that in play. Vikings again on the attack. Change the approach. Still covered by the Chargers. Vikings attack a third time. Back set right side. Better pass this time. Chargers set it off the net. Vikings playing some defense now. Free ball to work with as the Chargers become the aggressor. Right side blocked. Ball still alive. The rally continues for point number 7 between these two teams. Tipped across again. Chargers play it. Vikings also playing defense. Set it up on the net. Played again by the Chargers. Vikings watch, play defense. Can't get to that one. Chargers earn the point. 7-6 score. Now we're back to these long, sustained rallies between the two teams. The ebb and flow of tonight's action. Short serve. Vikings letter perfect on the pass. Set it up. Chargers cover that. Set up Samaya. That's in the net. Points scored. We're tied again. 7 apiece. And Alicia Torres returns to the game for the Lady Vikings on the front row. Back to serve is Anna Cano. Line drive at just carom the net across. Vikings on the attack. Set it in the center. And a spike off the net scores the point. Pace on top at 8-7. Spike on the angle, score the point. It was Ashley Gonzalez, by the way, serving for Pace. Those following the rotation. Valeria Samaya back to serve for Brownsville veterans, Lady Chargers. Her jump serve is played by Pace. Earns a free ball, though, for the Chargers. It's off the net, played across on the Pace side. Another free ball to work with the Chargers, and a bad pass. Vikings earn the point. 9-8 the score. They're up 1. Jex Perez back to serve. Perez, a right-handed serving libero for the Pace Vikings. Serves up an ace. 10-8 ball game. Perez to serve again. Deeper serve this time. Chargers with a back set. Vikings able to set it up. It's off the block. Nice job by Rebecca Rodriguez playing some defense. Vikings again set it up in the center for Lomeli. Played by the Chargers, free ball to work with. Perez, well, that's a great pass. Lomeli hits it, Gomez digs it. Espinoza swings away. Perez is there again to keep it in play. Wow, back and forth we go. Right side set, and nothing doing. Kill for the Chargers, they score the point. 10-9 ball game. Sarah Gomez back to serve for Brownsville Veterans. Short serve played by the Vikings, set it up. Back to cross, Chargers are able to play it, looking to tie it. Ball returned right back on the Chargers side, set up Ford, that's in, back row, we're tied, 10 apiece. .10 ball game. Lady Chargers. They've shown the ability to score points when Sarah Gomez is serving. Puts that across. Ball back up at the net. Score the point. Lady Chargers now up at 11-10. Timeout called. Pace. Lady Vikings have to talk it over. We'll be right back after this.
Of the next game and let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
That was off the block, and the Pace Lady Vikings, coming out of a timeout, have tied the game at 11 apiece here in game 4. And now they are serving. Trying to regain the lead here in this one. Fort hits that off a blocker. Played by Pace, off the net though, but they'll score a point as Torres finds an opening in the defense. 12-11 Pace on top. Andy Lozano Lomeli to serve. Short serve. Really caught him off guard. Big swing that time by the Chargers. Vikings dig it, get it back over. Chargers on the attack, set up Ford, lets it go, blocked. Point to Pace. Watch how far the defense has to race back to play that ball. Timeout on the floor. Lady Vikings up 2, trying to push us into game 5. We're halfway there. Back after this.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, Pace Vikings and the Brownsville Veterans Memorial Lady Chargers. in action. Lady Vikings with a 2-point lead. Lomeli to serve after the timeout. They caught him off guard again. Back row played it. That's a swing by Samaya. Played. Vikings set it up. In the net it goes. Point scored, Lady Chargers. 13-12 your score. Off the bench for the Lady Chargers, Abigail Padilla checks into the game on the front row. Deeper serve, that's an ace served up by Gladys. Is that Gladys Espinoza? No, that's Daniela Espinoza. Ties us up at 13 apiece. Daniela to serve again. Pass by the Vikings. Back set, the middle. Down it goes. Pace back on top by 1. 14-13. Serve across, a deeper serve. Good pass by the Chargers. Set it up, but that's too strong on the hit by Fort. Out of bounds it goes. Pace up by 2 at 15-13. Good pass. Lady Chargers set it up right side. Nothing doing. Point scored by Pace. Lady Chargers down by 3. Pace Lady Vikings to serve again. It's served by Ariel Berencius. Point scored though as the Lady Chargers respond. 16-14 the score. Gladys Espinoza back at the service line. She'll substitute out. Andrea Chapa will check in to serve. Also on the front row, Valeria Samaya back in the game for the Lady Chargers of Brownsville veterans. Here we go, 2-point game, game 4. Chargers down, up 2-1 though. Vikings, that's across, just across the blockers, kept alive somehow by the Lady Chargers. Now they can go on the attack. Set it up for Fort. Lets it go. Puts it down. Watch on the replay here. Looked for sure like this ball was done. Vikings recovered, but then there's Fort at the net to emphatically put it away. 1-point game. Lady Chargers to serve again. Deep serve. Ball up near the net, punched over. Quick set for Ford again, this time off the block. Perez keeps it alive. Set up a swing for Ashley Gonzalez. Vikings looking to set up on a back set right side. That's across on the angle and in for the point. Vikings up at 17-16. Watch how close this was on the hit. This after the Lady Chargers were able to play defense. Just good back set here. Yeah, that's in. 2-point game. Punch back over on the return of serve. Lady Vikings set it up right side. Good dig that time by Sarah Gomez again. Not the first time I've said that. Good dig by the Lady Vikings right back at you as Brianna Narvez plays some defense. Quick set and again, nothing doing there. Elise Fort, uncontested, scores the point. 17-16 the score as Fort rotates back to serve. Jump serve, short serve. Perez is there to play it again for the Lady Vikings. Fort with a pass. Quick set across the net for Samaya. Back at you on the Viking set. Chargers play some defense. Free ball to work with for Pace. Looking to take a 2-point lead. Back set. Tipped over the blockers. They'll cover it. Nice job that time to keep that ball in play. Spiked into the net, and a point scored. The Lady Chargers have tied it up at 17 apiece. Abigail Padilla that time on the front row. A diving play by the net. Had to hit the ball, land, and keep her arms from crossing the line. It's an unsung hero kind of play there. Ball in the net on the return of serve. Lady Chargers up one, 18-17. Pace Viking says, let's talk. We're only down one. Problem is they're down 2 games to 1. They need this game. Back after this.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Back here, fans making some noise when they can here at Brownsville Veterans Memorial. 18-17 ball game. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. I told him, make that camera sing tonight. He's training. I give him a break. 1 point game, 18-17. Serve over by Elise Fort. Just in. Played by the Lady Vikings. Free ball for the Lady Chargers to work with. Set up Samaya off the blocker. Scores the point. Lady Chargers up 2 at 19-17. Next serve across. Another diving play by Perez back there. Chargers on the attack. Set up Samaya. Had to back off on the hit. And a point scored by the Lady Vikings. Makes it 19-18. Pace now will serve to tie it up. Cano back to serve. Gets it over, played by the Chargers off the net this time for Samaya. Perez with yet another diving play back there on the libero. Another diving play, this time as Cano helps out. Chargers can't return it. We are tied at 19 apiece. And Cano now will serve. Just across, played by the Chargers. Samaya. Perez back there to pass it. Pass by Gomez this time. Samaya again reaches back. Back row there to play it again by the Lady Vikings. This defense has turned it up a notch for Pace. That was probably going out. Chargers get a free ball to work with, and in the net called, and they'll score the point to the Lady Chargers. 20-19 ball game. Lady Chargers to serve. Vikings set it up on a back set, spiked off the blockers. Good dig that time by Gomez. These liberos for both teams are active tonight. Gomez for the Chargers. Perez for the Vikings. 1 point game. Vikings trying to tie it. Not yet. Quick set for Samaya. Right back at you. Point scored. Chargers up 2. Valeria Samaya with another big kill. Rebecca Rodriguez to serve for Brownsville Veterans. Vikings with the return of serve. That's in the net. Point scored. 3 point game. Substitution will check in for the Vikings as Maddie Curry will check into the game. Looking for an answer to the serve for Rebecca Rodriguez. Curry on the front row. They'll set it on the back set. That's blocked. Pace able to keep it in play. Chargers go on the attack. Back set right side. In the net it goes. Vikings score the point. Back to within 2. 22-20 your score. Pace needs to win this one to force a game 5. Line drive serve is an ace. 1-point game. Ashley Gonzalez to serve again. Chargers on the attack from the back row. Free ball to work with for Pace. Pass caught him off guard. Right back at you, Chargers. Gain the edge. Samaya, that's too far for her to act. Good play again by Gomez over there. Back row, nothing doing. We are tied at 22 apiece. Vikings outlasted them that time on that point. And a timeout call by the Lady Chargers. All tied. Nothing decided here in game 4 yet. We'll be back.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Chance for both teams out of the fans in the stands here tonight watching this one. In Brownsville Veterans High School gym for the Lady Chargers. I've watched the Pace Vikings rattle off 3 consecutive points after going up 22-19. And now the Pace Vikings have a chance to take the lead here late stages of game 4. Vikings won the first 2 games. Check that the Vikings won the first game. Chargers won the next 2. Return of serve carries out of bounds. It's a hit at the net played out. And the Lady Chargers up by 1 at 23-22. Again, Vikings won the first one. Chargers won the next 2. Lady Chargers now, it's a critical point here. Cassandra Garcia will serve for Brownsville Veterans. They score here, they take the commanding lead of having game point in play. The Lady Vikings are able to tie it. It edges back a little bit of the pressure in that you're not looking to stave off a point that ends the night. All eyes on Cassandra Garcia. Her serve is good. Vikings are on the return of serve, set it up. Again, back there is Sarah Gomez. Vikings again to set it up. This time up near the net, have to hit it over on the second hit. Chargers apply the pressure. Right side, played off the block. They'll blow the whistle quickly. Point awarded to the Lady Chargers. They're up 24-22, and now Cassandra Garcia has a chance to serve it for the win on the night. They lost the first game, won the next 2, lead by 2. Her serve, knuckleball's over. Played by the Vikings. Back set right side, spiked across. Chargers still on the back row. Free ball to work with for Pace. Good pass, good set, off the net, spiked off the blockers. Again, there's Gomez to make the play. Ball back over on the Vikings side. Quick set. Tipped in the net, point scored. Chargers win the ball game, 25-22, and win the night. 3-1. Terrific play. Let's go back to that and watch the replay. That's the end of it. But when we go back and review that, you'll see that Sarah Gomez was active as a libero for the Lady Chargers. They win game 3, 25-22. My player of the game, I'm going to give it to Sarah Gomez. I said early on I was going to give it to one of the liberos the way they were playing defensively, just to keep balls in play for those hitters to eventually get those sets and put the rallies away. Sarah Gomez will get my player of the game, the libero, for the Veterans Memorial Chargers. That's going to do it for our broadcast. We'll play some replays for you, some highlights. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Reminding you, we got high school football coming up around the corner. More volleyball, and basketball season is here. So we're triple busy here on Rio Sports Live. Till next time, so long.